Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Rashmi Chawla, Associate Professor from DME Management School. Today we are delighted to have with us Ms. Ria Rao. She is an accomplished alumnus of DME from the batch BBA 2019-22. She is an HR analyst at Deloitte, one of the prestigious and globally renowned organizations. We are happy to have you with us, Ria.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So, Ria, today we'll be asking you certain questions. So, my first question would be, what is your role and responsibilities at Deloitte?
Sure. So basically I'm working as an HR analyst in Deloitte, and I am more on the delivery specialist side, wherein I takes care of all the scheduling tasks. So I basically manage that which session is aligned on which date, which time, do we have any trainer available back then, and if there is any trainer available, then what would be the context, and then handling all the content materials. Apart than that, coming to the next stage, that will be more to the participant side. How many participants can be enrolled in there, and then when they are enrolled, are they getting any notification, any communication, then sharing out all the emails. So it's more of an email work, but then all the scheduling task is taken care by me for a specific portfolio, that's communication excellence.
Great to know, great to know. Okay, so coming back to DME, what was your career path since graduation and any key milestones that shaped your professional journey?
For sure, ma'am, because actually after school, this was the first place where we got an exposure, right? When we were in school, it was just these 7 subjects and then you have to study them. When we stepped in there, then I realized that there is a lot more. And soon you are going in that industry that you don't even know any specific thing. So when we stepped in here, a lot of things I learned. Then I think the subjects and the faculties were very supporting, because then I realized that okay, this is the focus area and I want to develop in this specific focus area. So yeah, it definitely helped me a lot.
Okay, so at DME, like you did your graduation.
Yeah.
So how has this education at DME shaped your career? And like if you want to share any experience.
Sure. So the same thing what I did, okay, I am working as an HR analyst. So human resource management was something that very much excited me, and I still remember Purva Ranjan ma'am was teaching us back then, and it was an online classes were going on, but still that subject, sort of curiosity was there in order to learn that, because that was that first exposure when I got to that subject. But that actually curiosity was there, and then I thought that maybe this is the subject I want to get an exposure. Later I got an internship in the same industry and in the same role, and then that was one thing that I decided, okay, this is the thing, I have to take it forward. And then later I decided to do an MBA in the same human resource management, and now I'm working as an HR analyst.
So Ria, in these 3 years, you have spent all 3 years at DME, right?
Yeah.
So this graduation, or I would say education, any practical knowledge here would have helped you significantly in your career path, right?
Correct.
So any 2-3 points that you would like to highlight which you had gained from DME that is helping you right now also?
So the very first thing will be the internship, which was a very much mandate that time, but that was the first exposure what we got into the industry, because till then it was all academics, subjects, marks, numbers. Then we realized, okay, we have to go into the market, and we will have someone, for which we have to denote it as boss, because till then that was a term we have never used that. So then I got an internship as an HR intern, and therein I realized that sourcing, because I got an internship in recruitment and sourcing. So then I realized that okay, like this is the way how sourcing is getting done, and then LinkedIn is something that I explored to a very vast extent. And so that helped me a lot, and the faculties were very much supportive in order to tell us that which is the best for you, and which you should take it as per on your personality. So I think internship and that exposure helped me really a lot.
Okay, So, what is your favorite aspect at DME college life? If see, when we talk about college life, you understand any memorable moment you would like to share with us. It can be with friends, it can be with faculties.
So, I mean, definitely the first week, I would say, because at that time, that was all filled with nervousness, excitement, and all of that. And we were just exploring out college, how it is, the studio, and then the classrooms. So that was 1 week wherein you were meeting. Everyone was new for me. Faculties were new, like even the students, my friends were new. So we were making out new friends, going out on lunch, going to Stellar, what we had here, and then exploring out new cafes. So that first week, I would say that was something really very special.
Okay, any funny moment?
Okay, so there were a lot. So basically, when we came to know that we are going on an online basis, so we were in college only, and then we got that mail and message. So everyone was like, is this even a thing? Because we have never heard of that back then. I know.
We went into that phase of
right. So we were like, okay, so is it like we just have to, and the very most important thing which came to our mind was exams. That we are getting into an online mode. Will the exams also be online? So when we had our first exam, that was more of a nightmare for us because we were clueless, and irrespective of us being clueless, everyone was clueless that how it can be done, and everyone was scared what if Wi-Fi stops in between. Even those small things, it was making us so much nervous. But then after first exam was done, we were like, okay, this thing can be managed.
But many life lessons that has given, that phase
definitely
has given to
right,
everybody.
Exactly. I can't deny that, because that phase was something. This personally, I even accept that if a person has given their time in that specific those duration, those times, if a person have actually invested time on themselves to develop their personality, that is helping them a lot. And the same thing I would actually tell those internships which I was just saying. I have actually given that time to invest in myself. I was doing 2 internships, and then later when this presentation things came in our college and everything was there. So when I have given that time in order to invest in myself, that is actually helping me a lot today.
Okay. So any favorite subject, although I've asked this question, any favorite subject or group of subjects that you loved that time and that is again continuing now also, you love to read those subjects?
So I would say it's HRM only. It was human resource management, because I was never into maths and quantitative numbers. So that was business economics, and something that was a subject I was like, okay, this is something that I have to give a lot of attention, because that subjects were never mine. But HRM was something that used to excite me, because there are scenarios, there are case studies in which you have to put your mind what would have happened, what can be happened. So that was a subject which I actually loved.
Did you fear accounting?
Yes, can't deny that.
Okay, so maths and accounting were your
yes.
subjects.
Those were the subjects I was like, I have to just go through this for a specific time. But yeah, I mean that.
But I would like to say that you loved HR, you continued doing HR studies and all. You landed yourself into the job of HR. So that's a great journey, Ria.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so Ria, coming to our current students, like during your college life, you must have done certain mistakes. What have you learned from them? My first question. And the second one is that how would you suggest our students not to be mindful and not to, how to avoid those mistakes?
Okay, so ma'am, I would answer this question in basically 2 parts. Very first thing is, students have that mindset that we will wait for the best. Okay, so I think I was also having the same mindset, and we were like, things are coming in, not this one, will get something more better. This is more with respect to a job. Okay, so that thing was also there in my mind, and a lot of my friends kept waiting. But at the end, there is a very small options left, and you have to choose from them. It might be possible that a very much better opportunity you have already left. So this is one thing that I believe that students does make a mistake, that they are waiting for something very much better, which may even won't come. So I think that is one thing.
They should explore more opportunities.
Yes, I mean you
say.
have to start
Rather,
from somewhere.
Whether it is internship, whether it
Correct,
is project side,
correct.
they should go for more
Yeah,
options.
because even in HR, this is something that even I did. I was very much rigid that I want to go for an broader role. But later, after a couple of months, I realized that no one is giving that broader role to someone as an internship, because that is a very crucial role. But till then, I have already lost a lot of internships which came. So then I realized that, okay, we have to start from somewhere, and then later I can go on, to a better opportunity. So the same happened with me, because I started with recruitment for my job, and I was also in that same mindset. So I left a couple of opportunities. Then I realized that, okay, no, this is something that you have to start. So then I started, and then within a year I got an opportunity for Deloitte, that is into learning and development, and that was one thing wherein I wanted to explore like for always. So I mean, you can get to somewhere, but it's just you have to start from a point.
I truly agree
So
what you're saying.
definitely. And one more thing is, like students have to start for their personality building, because even in colleges, so apart than whatever college offers, college will always offers you, personality development courses and a lot of that, but students are always very much into academics, marks, attendance,
Yes.
and scores.
Presentations.
I know, but then you have to go for presentation, because when you are working in an organization, they will see how better you are presenting yourself, how you're putting your views. They won't see and your marks. Obviously that is a very much crucial part, but that is with respect to your experience, your work journey, that is something that doesn't play that much value. You are having all the knowledge, but then you don't know how to present.
Definitely.
So I mean, that is not something which will create a lot of
It's
impact.
related to this question only, Ria. Like you can answer it very well because you're experiencing it. What differences did you find in the college life and in the corporate life? Are they same?
No.
Because this myth the students are having, like we will be having a very good life at corporate, and we'll be having that. So we have to break this myth.
No, definitely it's not same, ma'am, because when you are in college, I'll be answering it very upfrontly because students needs to know.
Yeah.
When you are in a college, your surrounding, the people around you are supporting you. They are very much in your support. Even if you tell something wrong, they'll come to you and they'll correct.
Mothers.
Exactly. They'll come to you and they'll correct it.
Yeah.
This thing you are doing it wrong, can we do that again? Even if it's, a person submits a very wrong assignment, ma'am, you would definitely tell that person, right, get it corrected, otherwise you won't be getting marks.
Yes, we are concerned about every student.
Right, but then similarly, if we go for a college, like to an office interview, even if I make a spelling mistake in a presentation that I am presenting to a set of people, that will go for an escalation. And even in that meeting, no one will tell me. I am very much confident I am presenting.
Even if you are a fresher,
Exactly.
even if you are an intern.
But later I'll get to realize when I'll get a mail that, okay, this was a wrong. Then I get to know that, okay, that is something. So no one is correcting you. And even if they will be correcting you, that would have happened. The escalation has already gone.
Yes.
So, I mean, that is actually a very huge difference, I'd say, because right now you are surrounded with people who are supporting you. But in a corporate industry, you don't know. You might get a couple of them. I'm not denying that. Thankfully, I have got actually very good people who are supporting me. But then you just never know.
Yes,
So yeah, it's very different.
So based on your professional journey and experiences, like what would you tell the students who are aspiring to be good leaders, good managers? What is important for them? Salary, they should go for a higher salary, or they should go for growth and learning opportunities?
Definitely growth and learning opportunities, because we have to be very clear that if you are expecting salary and you don't have any experience, why would any company give you that? I mean, I was also one of them that, salary is a very I'm not denying that. That is a very crucial thing, for sure it is. But so I will tell it on my basis. When Deloitte came to me and I was like, this big company, you know, it's one of big fours, then salary was a thing that I didn't even care about. I was like that, okay, this brand will be with me, you know, the company. And even there are two things, you know, either you can go that with the company's name, or I would suggest you to go wherein you are getting a lot of exposure. Salary is something that I believe should not be a constraint, at least for 3 years, for your initial 3 years. Because at that time, you need to explore. Either you need that brand value or you need that exposure. Because after 4 years, they will definitely ask you. Because after 3 to 4 years, ma'am, things come wherein you go for a promotion. Yes. And you know, at that time, I think you can look for a very good hike or something. But when I talk about the initial days, exposure is something.
You should focus on more of gaining experience,
for sure,
and gaining more opportunities of
correct,
learning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ria, like what are the key skills that you focus now also, and you would like to tell our students that apart from the academics, they should focus on those key skills which will help them to keep pace with the industry trends? Any specific courses you would like to suggest to them? Any skills they should be excelling in?
Okay, so I mean, with reference to what's happening in the industry right now, data analytics and business analytics is something, because you know, that field is getting a lot of attention nowadays, and every company, everyone is having that mindset that the person who is stepping in their firm is having that much knowledge, I would say, with regards to that subject. And also one thing, if you are into marketing, then digital marketing is also a thing. No, you should be known about, you can't be just known about all the traditional set of things, because now you have to, you need to have knowledge with regards to what's there in the industry. So these things, and business communication as well. I would really stretch upon business communications, because you need to know how to present yourself. And why I'm emphasizing so much on this, because this thing has helped me a lot, ma'am. No, I have really felt that there are a lot of instances wherein you don't have that much knowledge with regards to that subject, but if you have that capability to present it in front of people, even if you present 20%, people are happy with that, because you know how to present that. And even if you know 80% and you can't speak about that, how will they know? So these skills, I think people should focus, students should focus.
I would like to add that students of DME currently are very fortunate. It has been 3-4 years we have introduced value added courses. During your time it wasn't there, but now there are plethora of courses, bucket of courses that we have offered to students in all schools, like in BBA, in law, and even in media. So in BBA there are certain courses, as you mentioned, so they are having courses like data analytics, then Six Sigma green belt, yellow belt. They are having courses like digital marketing, those who want to go into marketing field. There are fundamentals of stock market and investment analysis. And even when the student enters into DME, the first course that we offer to them is the professional and the soft skills and the IT skills.
That's great.
So students are really fortunate, so that they are at least these things are bridging the gap between the academy and the industry.
So true, ma'am. It is.
So my next question would be, like, what is one piece of advice that you would like to give to our current students? Those students who are aspiring to be Ria, those students who would like to go to a good organization like Deloitte or similar organizations.
So I would definitely put it as that you need to work on yourself right now, because that will only help you in future. Because when you are in a college phase, you have that time and you can work upon yourself, whether it will be with regards of gaining information or preparing yourself with respect to your personality and everything. But then you have to work on yourself, because you are having time back then. People think that, you know, so this was our mindset as well when I was in college, that third year is something that's very crucial. we'll work on our personality one month before the interviews or something. But that time you don't have that mindset. You have to start working from the first semester, or okay, first semester I can understand people are very much into having fun, exploring, but then second semester you have to start working on all those things, because you can't push everything to the end. You have to start working, because when things will come to you, that will be like just it will come to you. At that time maybe you are not in that mindset, or anything could have happened. Your exams might be coming, so at that time you will focus on your studies rather than personality building and building upon your presentation skills. So you have to start working on that, because ultimately that is one thing that will help you a lot. So
any advice on networking? Like nowadays networking is very important, so maintaining LinkedIn profiles and all.
For sure.
So what is your advice on that? And moreover, keeping pace with the industry trends. Like right now you also must be I cannot say that you have stopped studying, because in this competitive world you have to go on improving yourself.
Right.
So how are you keeping pace with this industry trends?
So I mean, so I am into HR, right? Okay. Right now HRMS is something which is very much in trend. I can't say that I am in HR and I am very much into traditional thinking, that I am coming and signing all those things. I have to be with trend. Even if I talk about right now what I am working, I can't just put all into Excel. That is a very crucial thing, but there are certain portals, there are certain ways how I am like drawing out my data for any of my report. So I have to study these subjects, these courses. Even if I talk about HR, then strategic HRM is something that is in the market right now. So I am also learning, because even if after certain days I would look for a growth in the same company, in another company whatsoever, but then I need to be at that pace to match up what they are expecting. So can't deny that, you have to study. That would never stop.
Okay, I'm curious about one question which students often ask. Because you are experienced, you just let me know that what should student focus on after graduation, whether they should have some experience of job or whether they should go for higher education directly.
So ma'am, actually this is a very sort of a subjective question, because for some people it's the job that matters. That depends on mindset, because a lot of people believes that I need an exposure from the job. And a lot of people, so I was one of them, that I believe that, so this is my mindset, I'm just sharing that out.
This is totally subjective, it depends.
Right. So I believe that once I go into the industry, I should be having that much knowledge and that much exposure so that I can handle things. Okay. And why I went for MBA? Because I felt that in BBA you get knowledge about all the things, you get to know about each and every subject, each and every industry. But then I believe that I need to be more detail oriented. If I am going for an HR industry, for an HR profile, then I should be known, if there are 6 segments under HR, then what are they? What comes under that? So I was having that mindset that I need to first not complete, but at least go for an MBA and gain more knowledge about the industry that I'll be stepping into, and then only I'll be going to college. So if you feel that you want to gain more knowledge, then I would suggest anyone to go for an MBA, because that gives you a lot more exposure. Okay, because there as well you will be having internship, so that will be more of a double experience what you will get with the market. And but then if you are like that you are ready to step into the market and you feel like so okay ma'am, I'll put it like this as well. You just said that DME is offering a lot of courses. So if a students believe that with respect to those, or because of those courses I'm having enough knowledge and I'm having enough exposure, then you can definitely go for working experience. Because right now distance MBA is also something that is given, I won't say equal importance, but a degree will carry equal importance. If you are having that much knowledge, if you are having that much experience, that much exposure, then no one will say that, you know, why you have done regular and why you have done distance. So that that definitely like it is on you, what do you want to take. But yeah, that was something for me that I went into MBA.
That sounds interesting. Okay, so Ria, let us conclude the event.
Sure.
My last question would be, how is your experience at DME today? Revisiting your organization, your institution after so many years.
That's great, ma'am, because I just experienced, when I stepped in, I was about to step in and I was like, okay, a lot of things are changed. No, because I am coming after a couple of years, because you know, even I came once, but then there is a very huge difference with infrastructure, and you are telling me about the courses and everything which just came. So a lot of things are there. And then sitting on the opposite side, because we were sitting here,
Yeah.
you know, like we were listening what guests are saying. There was used to be guest
Earlier you
lectures.
used to be a student
Yes.
here.
So sitting on the opposite side, it's very much different. And you know, I was very much nervous, no doubt on that part when I was stepping in, because standing on the opposite side, it carries a lot of value.
Yes.
You know, you can't say something that can, you know, that can be,
Impact something.
yeah, I mean, you have to be very precise with what you are saying. And so, I mean, that feels actually very great. I am very thankful. Thank you so much for inviting me, because this is a very great experience that I carry. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Ria, for coming today,
Thank
joining us here, and for sharing your valuable insights, your journey from DME to Deloitte, I would say, and that would truly inspire the students of DME, specifically I'll say the BBA students.
Right.
And I appreciate your time, and moreover, I'm very grateful that you're a part of DME alumni family. Thank you so much, Ria.
Thank you so much, ma'am.